What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters, and America's team? Well, it is what it is. Jaguars stuns Cowboys. The Jaguars finesse the aggressive Dallas Cowboys. Aggressive. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not going to stop being aggressive because aggressive is who I am. Kind of reminds me of when my Pee Wee team. I always talk about my Pee Wee team because that's who I can control, my Pee Wee team. I can't control the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe if they gave me some kind of control, maybe we'll do a lot better. But I may mention it this once before, how this team we was going to play, and we knew how aggressive they were going to be. We both wanted this game really, really bad. But throughout the whole week, they had been talking noise, blowing smoke, and all this good stuff. And hey, we heard all the rumors. We heard all the talk. Heard everything that was going on. And I kind of like that music. Let's keep that music going. Can y'all hear that? Yeah, let's keep it going. So yeah, we heard all the rumors that was going around the hotel and all up in Denton and everything. So we knew what they was coming with. They wanted us really bad. Come at us. Get you, Coach G. Take you down. And something told me. It reminded me of the Matador and the Bull. And I told my coaches, I said, you know what? This game is going to remind me of the Matador versus the Bull. And we knew who the Bull was going to be. It's going to be them. And I told my coaches, I said, you know what? And we're going to be the Matador. And I'm sure you guys remember I told you about we actually ended up winning that game. Well, I guess the Cowboys thought they were going to come in and bully this young buck Matador. Well, that was the plan. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to take them down. We're going to just run it. Well, I like the tables turn. I like we're 10-4. Now we're hoping and praying some things will happen down the line that, somebody leave a light on for us and leave the door open for us. I don't get it. And this is not even script tonight, y'all. I'm not going to even script this. We're just going to talk. But I went back over to some of my notes from last week. And I was looking at this one. And where I had wrote something down. And what I had made mention last week on the What's Up Wednesday, I said, Dak did something in the Texan game that he couldn't do last year against the 49ers. He went 98 yards, scored a touchdown, won the game. Well, here we are again. 2 opportunities to put this game away, and we failed to put it away. And I'm not blaming all this on Dak, but Dak is the quarterback. and Dak had the opportunity to put this game away. Crucial time. I also wrote down on my notes from last week. I said the running game was working, and again, the running game was working today, and we got away from it just because they scored a touchdown, and the guy got past Kelvin Joseph. We came back at the next series. We'll want to throw the ball instead of just doing what we know. Also, last week I talked about inconsistencies, and here we are again, being inconsistent. I also got on here play calling, and sure enough, at crucial times, the play calling sucked. I wrote down here Dak had 2 turnovers, which gave him a total of 8 interceptions. We are now at possibly 10, even though it hit our guys, still was interception. So, yeah, we're at 10 interceptions. I also wrote down here, unable to stop the RPOs, which was a major concern, which that's what the Texans wanted to do. They come out trying to run the RPO, and we had trouble. Well, sure, so did Doug Peterson. There was a time he came out, ran them misdirection, and we had problems with the mixer direction play. So I say that to say this about this aggressive attitude. So I had to go to Google, and I went to Google, and I wanted to know about being aggressive. Being aggressive in chess, because being a coach, you don't just study the plays of the team. You have to study the coach. You got to understand who you dealing with and how does he conduct his team. It's not just the plays they run. You got to have somebody that knows something about this Doug Peterson and his character. And how does he approach the game? So, yeah, Doug Peterson came out as the matador. So when we talk about aggressive, especially aggressive in the game of chess, there's a difference between chess and checkers. So I looked it up, and it says here, Google says here, aggressive play just reduce draw rate by both parties. Therefore, you increase your winning chances, but you also increase your losing chance as well, statistically. So that was just one of the definitions, and I had another one. And I asked him about aggressive play in chess. The aggressive position often leads to tactical simplification. This being said, the more you try to be aggressive, the more important knowing tactics become. So work on those tactics as well. We wanted to be aggressive, but we didn't work on our tactics. Final score 40-34. So, yeah, final score 40-34 in overtime. The Jaguars had 503 total yards. 503 total yards. 311 passing yards, 192 yards rushing. These youngsters didn't come to play. These youngsters was ready for the challenge. Big shout out to the quarterback. What's his name? Trevor. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. He's an upcoming bright star that's coming into his own just as well as some of these other quarterbacks that's out there. So yeah, we end up with 397 yards, total yards, 243 passing yards, and 154 yards rushing. They had 26 first downs, we had 24. But let me say this here, 34 points is way more than enough to win a game. I even say 7 points is enough to win a game. But you can't give up 8. You can't give up 40. 40 points. We gave up 40. Yeah, and I understand. True. We can say, yeah, we had some injuries on defense. We really did. But Trayvon Diggs said it best. He said, next man up. Ain't coming from me. That came from Trayvon Diggs. He say, yeah, we hate losing. It sucks. And we know that we have injured players. But the expectation is for the next man to step up and keep the ball rolling. LVE was out due to a neck injury. Anthony Brown is out, Achilles. Dorrance Armstrong went out. Jonathan Hankins is out. So, do we blame this on the injuries of our defense? That's an easy way out. But, folks, we were winning this game. It wasn't like we was getting drugged through the mud or they jumped out on us. But let me say this here. And I knew something was wrong. I didn't feel right about it. At the coin toss, who in the hell is number 45? Overton? Somebody named Overton? What do you even? Is it? I'm gonna be nice, but for him to get out there and do the coin toss, and I'm sitting there and say, and I was sitting there saying to myself, say heads, say heads. What did he do? He said tails. Sure enough, guess what? It was tails. And when he won the coin toss, he said, we want the ball. Yeah, and I understand. So, here's Mike McCarthy being analytical and all that. Well, with the wind blowing, and we want the wind in our back in the fourth quarter. The hell with that. I want the ball back at halftime. I don't give a fat rat which way we're going. I want the ball back at halftime. But this is that aggressiveness that the Cowboys have installed in the offense. We want the ball. Well, that right there, my friend, I really felt that was the start of it all. And again, yeah, we did good. We started off real well. And but that first series, it was a waste. I got down here, we got a sack. We ran on 2nd and 13. instead of throwing on 2nd and 13, and we ran a reverse for 2 yards on the first series. Second series, we come with a run package. And guess what? We scored. And these are just notes that I have down here. I was just kind of, jotting down as the game went on. But I have to tip my hat to Deron Bland. Deron Bland started off a little slow, but he played a good game. Deron Bland and Nashawn Wright. Nashawn Wright came in there, and I'm like, why do we just go ahead and start with these kids? And I understand Kelvin Joseph is a second round pick. Listen, forget about all that. It's about the man that can come in there and hold down that position, which I like Nashawn Wright. I don't know why Nashawn Wright don't get the time on the field, but um, to me, Nashawn Wright was doing his thing along with Deron Bland. But yeah, we went with Kevin Joseph. He didn't do too well. Yeah. Also, I got down here the misdirections. Doug Peterson, he figured us out. He came in with a series with some misdirection plays, which gave our defense the blues, where we had a hard time trying to stop. Basically, went down and scored. Um, what I can say is what I thought was really great. And like I say, man, this game started off great, man. I'm looking at the all the Pro Bowlers in the game with Tyron Smith, with Zach Martin, and then you have Jason Peters. All three of these guys rotating around and looking good. And I'm looking at Tyron Smith on the right side, and then you got Peters coming in, and then you got the young rookie over here on this side holding it down. Man, it was a beautiful thing. So, like I say, the whole game wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. We had the game won. But even watching Dak run the ball was great. So how do you jump out like that and you turn around and you give it up? And that's exactly what we did. We gave it up. But it was really good to see Dak run the ball. It was really good to see Dak run the ball. I really enjoyed seeing him being aggressive and taking off. But there was a sense of adding that extra weapon that we had. But for whatever reason, we get I don't know I don't know. It's like we forget what's working for us, and we what you call it, we have a brain fart. Totally forgot what was working for us, and it's like we're calling plays we're calling plays just to get down the field, which I know that's the idea of getting down the field, but I think we're calling plays not strategically, but call this play. Again, it's about studying that defensive coordinator and being able to beat that defensive coordinator. Big ups to CD Lamb. CD Lamb played lights out today. He did his thing. Michael Gallup once again was a non-factor. So I'm trying to figure out how are we going to get how are we going to get T.Y. Hilton the ball if we can't get Michael Gallup the ball. That has yet to be seen. What else I got down here? Oh, so yeah, I did put on here. Anthony Brown is missed. Say what you want. He may not been a superstar, but you know what? I felt a little bit more comfortable with him being over there than knowing that we have problems. But at the same time, I noticed something also. Um, um, we gave up two TDs with 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. We gave up 2 TD. So again, I can't put all this on the offense. This defense reminded me of when Atlanta Falcons played, yeah, the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. I'm just calling it for what it is. So today we had a game where it was aggressiveness versus finesse. And the Cowboys got finesse today. We gave up 40 points to a 5-7 team. And I understand every team that we play is a professional team. But this team is 5-7. We gave up 40 points to this team. And now we prepare to go play the Eagles. Personally, now ain't no big deal to me. It's really not. I really want to go in this game with a win. Right now, Philadelphia is laughing at us. They're laughing. Because really and truly, to be honest with you guys, we are who we thought we were. We really are. It's just my opinion. You guys might think something else, but this is my opinion. We are who we thought we are. We were. But here we are. Not sure what we're gonna do now. No, and I understand the season's not over. The season is not over. I understand that the season's not over. But come on, guys. You know we needed to win out. We needed to win out. And me and a friend of mine, we said, man, if we don't win out, we're not going nowhere. It's not going to happen. Now, again, it's just my opinion. You might get angry with me for saying that, but just it's my opinion. And you might think different. It's okay for us to agree to disagree, but just where I'm thinking. And if they do, great. I'll be one happy camper. But I keep telling you, keep telling everyone until Jerry Jones do right by Jimmy Johnson. And you can say what you want. This is Jerry Jones' team. I understand it's Jerry Jones' team. I understand Jerry Jones can do what he wants us to do. But Jerry, you hadn't done anything since Jimmy has left. Our last first round quarterback that was drafted was 1989. Troy Aikman. We hadn't had a first round quarterback in this organization since. And all this time done passed. And we hadn't done anything since Jimmy Johnson left. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I just want to get on here and kind of, talk to my folks. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this game. Yeah, be optimistic. Appreciate you. I can use it a little bit. But what I saw today, unbelievable. So you guys check us out on Tuesday night. We're gonna try to do the G and Mikey mic'd up. Try to get that going. And then we're going to be back on Wednesday night. I know it's going to be a lot to be said on Wednesday night. So y'all tune in. So do me a favor. First of all, let me say thank y'all for being a part of this channel, man. I'm just elated to have you guys part of this and taking our time to listen to, to the show and everything. But yeah, it means a lot to me. And so we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep pushing and keeping our fingers crossed for our Dallas Cowboys. And hopefully it'll get better. Well, I don't know how to say it now, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Cowboys, you got to find a way to make it happen. Yeah. Deuces.